Morning, everyone. What did I miss? I missed day 16, so yesterday was 17. Day 18, woohoo! Almost over 100 miles. We're coming up on it here pretty soon, or 200 miles, should I say? Let's see, what's today? I don't know what day it is, but going good. The goal is to do 17 today. That's where a reasonable shelter is, plus some views and all that kind of stuff. Plus that will guarantee I get over my 200 miles. I've been slugging it the last couple of days. I need to push out some miles. Got out, I don't know, 6:30, between 6:30 and 7, something like that. I forgot to tell you when I was talking about my meals, I added something new to my repertoire. So I take about a half a liter of water, and I take 2 of those Carnation instant breakfasts, and I add instant coffee to it, shake it all up, and drink it before I leave camp. Now I'm usually leaving anywhere from 6 to 7, right around there. And then I hike till about 10, and then I stop and eat breakfast, my Pop-Tart sandwich. So adding this gives me some energy to go until 10, have my breakfast. So that's 3 hours, and I have breakfast. And then I go till 1, another 3 hours, and I have my lunch. And then I pretty much hike through the rest of the afternoon because I'm pretty full on lunch. Get into camp anywhere from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Just depends on how far I push that day. Once I get my tent set up and everything's settled, then I eat dinner. So this whole Carnation thing really gives me a pep in your step in the morning sometimes, at least mentally. Might not be doing much otherwise, but it does have a lot of sugar in it. You know, it's chocolatey, but it's a meal replacement's not the right word, but I think that's our claim to fame. Anyway, so, and I've been noticing I got a piece of rope tied around my waist because my pants are falling off. So sooner or later, I think I got to replace my hiking pants because they're just getting too big. So, and I got a feeling it's going to get a lot worse. I did try to gain as much weight as I could that my body would let me. That's a yeah, don't get mad at me for saying this, but that's usually a chore for me. I'm normally around 185-ish, but before I came out here, I was almost 200. I was eating ice cream and drinking lots of beer and doing all the couch potato slug stuff I could, which I'm paying for now, trust me. So anyway, trying to think what else I'm saying. Oh, so there's supposed to be a lot of good views today, hopefully. And I think, what do I got? About 2 days of hiking before I really get into the stupid stuff. So I'm trying to get what I can out of this now. And then about, I don't know, once I get into Lincoln, I'll get a resupply, get my poles, that kind of thing. And I need some new, I don't like the arch supports that I threw in my shoes. I need some stiffer ones, not the gel ones. I need some stiff ones. Basically, sort of help with the rocks and the roots and climbing the rocks. just to give me a little bit more protection. Hell, I almost want to throw some steel plates in the bottom of my shoes. I'm saying a lot. I guess that's about it for my opening statement today. I will catch back to you later, hopefully with some stuff to see, and we'll go from there. All right, that's my story for now. Okay, I forgot to address one thing too. Inquiring minds want to know. People are asking. I guess I've avoided the inevitable question long enough. So, my trail name is Hopper. So I got that back on the John Muir Trail. What did we go through? 2017. So I found myself alone on the JMT, and I caught up to this kid. When I say kid, he was probably, I don't know, 19, 20, somewhere around there. And he's cruising. He's struggling a little bit, but he's doing all right. And he sort of fell in behind me and started keeping up with me. And so we come up to this river. So a little backstory on crossing rivers, especially on the JMT. They have big rocks that go across most of them, at least the ones you can cross without wading, you know, the ford, when you're fording them. So I come up to this river and he's right behind me. And the way I cross, well, let's just say the way most people cross, they'll jump to a rock, stop, looking for another step, then they'll jump to another rock. And they got their poles, and they got their poles in the water trying to get their balance, that kind of thing. Oh no, not me. So when I come to those places, I stop for about 20 seconds. I survey the rocks, take a look around, make a plan of action. I don't have poles, no balance poles. And then I take a running leap and hit the first one and keep on running. So basically I got a plan of attack for the rocks. And then I hit the ones that I'm supposed to hit, at least I think I am. And going across like that, it's like bop, 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 bing, 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 and you're across. Sometimes people take a long time because they're losing their balance and all that. Not me. I just hop all the way across. So this kid goes, "You got a trail name yet?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Your name should be Hopper." And he called me Hopper the rest of the day. He stuck with me most of the day. He just called me Hopper. So I'm like, well, I guess that's as good as any trail name as any. So anyway, that's my trail name, Hopper. That's what everybody out here knows me as anyway. I've been using it. You know, there's always that great debate about folks. There's folks out there that make up their own trail names. And I told myself I was never going to do that. And the Hopper one just always stuck in the back of my head. But when I was on the CDT training a while back, I was up on the Gila, and these three guys, I caught up to these three guys that had just got done camping. And so we're hiking along. We're pretty much the same pace. So we spent 2 days pretty much around each other. And the first day we got into camp, the guy goes, "So where are you from?" You know, he started asking the normal questions. And then they asked me what I did for a living. I'm like, "Oh, I'm retired military." And he goes, "Oh yeah, what service?" And I told him. And I guess he has a brother that's in the Marines. Hey, shout out to Pete. Anyway, so we talked, and he asked me a little bit about Desert Storm and stuff like that. So the rest of the time I was with those guys, they called me Navy. And this was after I got the name out on the John Muir Trail. So I'm like, that's really fitting name. I said, especially for me. But then I thought about it. I said, no, Hopper's good. I got it naturally. which I sort of got this naturally, but it was because of a story, not because of something I did or carried or encountered on the trail. But they did call me Navy for a couple of days, so I contemplated going with that, but I was like, no, it almost seems like I did that myself, and I didn't want people to think that. So anyway, now that I'm ranting again, anyway, that's my story. My name is Hopper. I was gonna change my YouTube page to it too, instead of just my name, because everybody out here is asking about it, because they know I'm vlogging, and they want to know how to get to it so they can watch it once I get past the AT. They want to see me go down into the Pinhoti and the Florida Trail and all that kind of stuff. So I need to change the YouTube page title from my name to something like Hopper's Adventure or Hopper's Hike or something. Something that works. And I'll probably do that here sometime when I think about it, next time I'm in town or something. So anyway, that's my story. Okay, so on cue with what I was just talking about, maybe I'll leave that up to you guys. What should I name my YouTube channel? Knowing that my trail name is Hopper, because that needs to be in there so all the other hikers, if they're looking for me, will find me. So, what are the suggestions? Something I already did. I was thinking like hiking with Hopper or Hopper's Hikes or something like that. What do you guys think? The creativity level of the masses is always better than the single mind. So throw me some suggestions out there. YouTube, Facebook, whatever, or text me. A lot of you have been texting me. So let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Also, what was I gonna say? I was gonna tell you something else too. Oh well, guess I'll come back to it. Oh yeah, I know what it was. So, if you'll notice, yesterday's video was 22 plus minutes long. I figured out how to bypass the 15-minute thing. So I got online. I had cell signal last night. Not cell, but for some reason the cell signal doesn't come in out here, but the LTE does. Now I don't know, I didn't know they were different towers. I know I've been able to get cell phone service before. Not exactly sure how it works, but sometimes I can get phone and not internet, but sometimes I can get internet and not phone. And I thought it was sort of tied in together, so I guess that's something else I have to learn. But anyway, I had LTE last night for some reason, up here in the middle of nowhere, and I watched an instructional video from some housewife somewhere. Said how to do it, and I did it, and it works. So I was gonna try to upload the video last night because it started uploading out here. And I'm like, I should do a short video and try to upload it out here and see how long it takes. Because I watched it some, and it was bouncing. It tells you how long it's going to take to download the video or upload the video, and it was bouncing from 8 hours for one 22-minute video to 36 minutes. So I don't know. So I think I'm going to make a short video. So if you see a short video that doesn't make any sense at all, or it just says test video or whatever, that's what that is. I'm going to test it out here in the woods when I got LTE to see if there's a possibility I can upload videos more often instead of waiting until town. That would be cool. I'm on unlimited data, but you know, after 25 gigs or whatever, they slow down your speeds. So maybe I don't know if it would chow down on my data and slow down my speeds real much or what. So it's not like I'm using it a lot except when I'm in town. The only time I'm using the phone when I'm out here is doing the videos and checking the GPS to make sure that I'm still on the trail, since the trail's not marked worth a damn in New Hampshire. I mean, serious, I've gone 3 miles now this morning already. I have not seen one blaze. And yeah, I'm still on the trail. I just got the GPS out, looked at my map, and it's still there. I'm still on it. Just, it's not blazed. So anyway, hopefully maybe that'll work. I'll give it a shot here in the next couple days, next time I get LTE, and we'll see what happens. That would be a pleasant surprise. So that's my story. Beaver bog. Can't see their house, but it's listed on the map as a beaver bog. Built up pretty good. How's this for a view? On this little rock outcropping. Let me zoom in out there. Big river down there. I think that's still the I don't know what the name of the river was. I can see for miles. Look down there. See if I can zoom in on here. Where is it? There it is. Look at that little house out in the middle of nowhere. I don't think I can get any closer. That's pretty funny. You guys, vote. Hey everyone, I was just thinking this morning, I was all enthusiastic, getting ready to climb these mountains. I felt like underdog, going to save sweet Polly purebred. I fly up there to where she's in danger, get up there and open up my ring, and my super energy pill's gone. Oh no. Okay. Crawling on these rocks for a while. I still got ways to go. Big, all around. I still got to go up there. Way up there. All the way up there. There's a fire tower up there somewhere. So I got another 2 miles to get up there. So, anyway, nice breezy point here to just take a breather before I slam on up. I think I'm in the whites. I just came up from that. This has been going on for almost 3 hours now. Whew. And I still got to go way up in there. Whew. Yep. Can you say ass whooping? For that big climb. I'm in the fire tower on top of this mountain. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? I hate climbing up into these things. Yeah, for somebody who goes hiking in the mountains, I'm freaking deathly scared of heights. It takes me a minute to get up here when I come into these things, especially with the wind whipping around. Pucker factor. So anyway, this is for your enjoyment. today, day 18 recap. In my tent, long day, big mountain. If this isn't the whites, I'm in trouble, because today was rough. This isn't even considered the whites yet. Woo, I got another day or two to actually get to the whites, and looking at the mountains that I got to get to the whites, they're pretty rough, so this doesn't bode well for me. Coming up here, not in hike shape, knocking this out. Whew. Insanity. Anyway, 16.2 miles today. I was gonna stop at 12, but the problem is I spent all afternoon climbing up the last mountain. It took me all afternoon to climb up one side. But there was no water at the top, so I carried water all the way up, drinking it as I went. I drank over 3 liters of water this afternoon trying to climb up this freaking mountain. So, woo. Anyway, so when I got to the top, I was out of water. I drank all my water coming up, so I had to go down, which was another I think it was 4.6 miles, whatever it worked out to be, 4.4 miles. So I had to come down, but at least it was down. I wouldn't, if I'd had to climb 4 more miles, I wouldn't have done it. I waited in the morning, climbed the 4 miles, and got more water, or figured out something, or borrowed some from, or got some from one of the other hikers around me. We're all in the same boat. There was about 5 people at the top of the mountain when I got up there, and they were all just staying there because they had enough water to get down. So I'm like, screw it, I'm going down. There's a huge river at the bottom of the ravine. So I came down 4 miles, and I'm all full up. I had my dinner. I got my own stuffed little spot next to the river. Rough day. Lots of climbing, man. I could see where this is gonna get rough, but like I said, not complaining, just pointing out the obvious. It's gonna hurt. So, and I got a couple 100 miles of that. It's all mountains, so we shall see. I'm trying to think what else I was gonna close out with. That's about it, really. Yeah, day 18, went over 200 miles today. And I'm not sure how far I'm going tomorrow. Depends how I feel and how bad the next mountain is. And let's see, I've got about 30 miles to go to town. So if I can split that up into a couple of 15s, that might be tough, but probably go in town the 3rd day to resupply, and then I want to get some poles, and I think I got some more stuff I want to send back home. But so that'll be a Nero, and that puts me in the whites. That puts me at Mount Moosilauke. That's the first mountain. Big city there, though. All the resources you need. They have a whole bunch of little small inns, cheap. They shuttle you from the town is called Lincoln, and they shuttle you from the trailhead all the way into Lincoln, which is about 8 miles away. So you pick the hotel you're going to stay at, or hostel, whatever. You call them when you get to the trailhead, and they come up and pick you up for free and bring you back down to their place. And then when you're ready to leave, you get a ride back to the trailhead. So it makes it really easy to get in and out of town, especially on the mountains, because it's a lot of climbing to get up and down these mountains. So anyway, that's my story, day 18. Another milestone, 200 miles. Not going to be breaking those milestones very fast. If I'm only getting 10 miles a day through these mountains, which, man, that seems extremely low. So we'll see. But if I'm not getting much more than 10 miles a day, puts me into the middle of August before I'm done with the hard part. So that's a little late. So we shall see. The 100-mile wilderness in Maine is a cakewalk. It's just flat, nice, easy. Most of it. There's some of it's a little rough, but the views, I guess, are phenomenal. So anyway, I'm ranting again. I have to turn off my verbose button, or turn the verbosity down. I have a tendency to rant, and because you guys are the only people I get to talk to out here. So anyway, that's my story for day 18. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.